So I have already downloaded this file that is for 485 MB. There is no plugin required. Once it is downloaded, it is somewhere here. I'll just open it and then we will be inside of After Effects. If you are not sure that how you can edit multiple templates like this, you can go through the series that I have created. This is a complete series in which I am teaching how you can edit these kind of templates and maybe stand out from other competing freelancers or maybe other video makers. I'm going to teach you in a way which will be very simple and we will not include anything extra. Nothing that you are learning from here will be wasted, so you just need to see the full video and understand how I am working on it. So this is the page that we have, which I have already created. This is something that I have created for one of my YouTube client for whom I am working, in which I have just added this realistic image. I have just taken a screenshot of this page that is from Coinbase and then added some amount, and then I have just made some changes. What we have here is this part. This is where I need you to focus. Editable comp, so audio, color, media and text. So media and text is the thing you should always try to consider. Then we have this final comp. I suggest you to close all the tabs that you see here just by clicking close other panels in the group. Others will be closed, and then maybe you can close this one also. But before closing, let's open this final comp. Once you have opened final comp, you will be able to see that we have some scenes here. See, this is what I want you to do. Whenever you open a After Effects project, look for the final comp or render comp or main comp so that you can easily find the correct page. You don't need to worry much about it. I'm just showing you that how these scenes are separated. This is scene 1, and inside scene 1 we have this part of the video, right? Then in scene 2 it is something else. This is the one. And then in scene 3 we have something else. So scene 4, scene 5 and scene 6. So these are divided. There are 6 scenes in this particular project. So if you go to the media section here and then just see, there are 6 media. That means 6 images that you can change. Suppose that we are here on media scene 2, then that means that scenes 2 have this media too, and when I click on it you will be able to see the items that I have added. If I just quickly show you this one, this is the main screenshot that I have. Okay, I'll just hide others. This is the main screenshot that I have taken from our website. Then second one that I have is a dark solid. What I have done here is I have just created a dark solid and I have added it here just to hide the first number that was there. How to do it is you have to just click on new, then solid, and you will just select the color. For example, I am taking white color, so you can see that white solid is there. Let's hide the dark solid for now. Suppose that this is the screenshot that you have and then the white solid. Only these two parts are visible because I have turned off the visibility of others. Here I will just press T in my keyboard, T for tiger, and then reduce the opacity just to make sure that I am selecting the correct portion of the image to crop. So I'm just selecting this. I'll go to this option of rectangle tool, or maybe I will just select it here. So what just happened is that white solid, the entire white solid has been cropped to this rectangular shape. Now if I go and increase the opacity, then you can see that that particular image part is hidden by this white background. If I want, I can make changes with the color as well. I'll just keep it selected, go to layer and then solid setting. I can change the color to something like black now, and this is how you created it. Suppose that you want to hide all this number. How you can do is you can just select on it, go to this rectangle part and then just make a rectangle, and this will be hidden. If you want to make changes, you have to just take the selection tool and then bring it this side. If you want to increase the size of only one part, you can select one side and then make changes with this as well. This was just to show you. I'll just delete it for now. And then this is the main screenshot that I have. Then I have this part which is a dark solid. I will just make it visible so that the main text is hidden. Then I'll go to my text part and then I will just create a text and add it here. This is the one. Then adjustment layer is this. I don't want the audience to see the numbers that I have here because it is $3,200 here, but already there is $4,000, $2,700. So this is something which I don't want them to see. So let me show you what is this one. That is the adjustment layer. Adjustment layer is the layer which will hide this content. If I just keep it clicked and then go to the Gaussian blur and then enable it, you can see that this is how it looks. Now how I made it, let me show it to you. Let me just delete it first. I'll just go here and right click and click new adjustment layer. Once the adjustment layer is made, I'll go to effect and preset and search for Gaussian blur. I'll just drag and drop it here. Now what happened is the Gaussian blur is applied, but it is not visible because we have to increase the blurriness level. You can see that as I am increasing the level, it is getting blurred. Let me keep it at 20 and then you can see the changes. Suppose that I want only this part to be removed or this part to be blurred. What I can do is I can click on the adjustment layer, go to the rectangle tool and then just make a rectangle here. So you can see that this part is blurred now. This is something that we created inside of Media 02. If you want, you can take a already made screenshot inside this. Now when I go to Final Comp, you will be able to see that these are the changes that I have. Let's do it with Media 1, that is Scene 1. Inside Scene 1, if we want to make changes, we will need to go to Media 1, that is this one. I'm going here and then I will just take a random screenshot and then show you. Let me show it to you. Suppose that this is the screenshot that I have. I am bringing it here and then keeping it here. You will see that this is a GIF image, that is animation image. I can just scale it up by pressing S on my keyboard and scaling it up. If I want to have a same background, then I have an option to create a background. As you can see, this particular composition is for setting, that is 110 by 2386. But the image that I have, if I click on this one, you will see that my size of image is 800 by 600. If I try to make it bigger, the part of Amazon will be hidden. So what I will do is I will keep it here and I will just go and create a new background solid. I have selected the new solid and with this pen tool I will select a color and then I'll just bring it down. You can see that my new solid has made it very good to look. Once my thing is done here, what I can do is I can go to my Final Comp and you will be able to see the changes. You can also see that my animation is there. If you feel that your image is going away, that's because inside your media the video itself is for this many seconds. You can just duplicate it maybe by pressing Ctrl D. You can just bring the second part at the end of the first part and then by going here you can right click, go to time and then time reverse the layer. Then it will now look like a complete animation. So this is the first part that I had. Second part is done. Let's go to the third one now. To make changes with the third one, again we have to go to the Media 3 and as you can see I have added one video here. This is already a video that I have. Let me remove it and then add something else. Maybe I will take a screenshot of this one, that is Paytm, one of the very popular applications. I will go to this plugin. The plugin that I am using is Awesome ChatGPT screenshot and screen recorder. It is a very good one. I will just click on selected area and then make a screenshot of this. What I will do is I will go back to my After Effects and then import that particular screenshot. Once I am happy, I will be able to see my image here, but this image is very small as compared to the size of the composition that I have. If it is not visible to you, you can just click on this part and you will be able to see it in white color. What I will do now is I will just find a effect, that is detail preserving effect. I'll just drag and drop it here. I'll go to fit to comp width and as well as the height. You will see that that particular image which was very small has become big now with a good quality. I can just go to my layer, press scale, press S and then scale it down. I will have to make some adjustment here. Maybe I will have to scale it down or press P and then make changes with the position until it is clearly and well visible in my scene. Let's go back to my scene and see whether it is visible like that or not. Since we are on media 03, we will go back to scene 03. And as you can see, my image is not fitting well. What I need to do is I need to increase the height. So I will go to my media and then try to increase the height. You can also see that there is a gap in the height. So how to do it is you have to just go to the layer, press S in your keyboard and just remove that part. And then now you can make changes with the height or width individually. I have just increased the height, but my image is going up, so I will just bring it down by pressing P in my keyboard and making some adjustment. As you can see, my image is fixed now. Let me show you one more trick that I have. Suppose that I have a screenshot of a very long page, for example this page. What I will do is I will just make it like a phone image and then this is how it will look, right? So I'll just go to my screen recorder, that is awesome chat GPT recorder, and I will just take a screenshot of the whole page, import it inside of my After Effects, and I'll just bring it here. But bringing it here will not work because we are not inside the phone mockup. What I need to do is I need to go inside of media, and there itself you will be able to paste your image that you have. You can even Ctrl C and Ctrl V your image, that also works. Now as you can see, my image is here very big and long, but my composition is somewhere else. So I'll just press S in my keyboard and then make it bigger. If you think that you need to go up and down or left or right, you can do that as well. Now I'll press P in my keyboard. After scaling it down, I will just bring it to the topmost part of the page. If you think that your image is very big, you can press Shift in your keyboard and then drag your mouse and it will make it faster for you. Suppose that I am here and I want it to be at the end, somewhere at around 8 seconds. I'll just add a keyframe by clicking on this option. Now I will go to my first frame and then press Shift in my keyboard and then change the position of the screenshot to the bottom. So once I have done that, you can see that when I go ahead with the timeline, you will be able to see that my image is also going up. If I go to the main composition, you can see the changes. But this is very linear, you can say, not the way it should be. I'll just click on this and then go to keyframe assistance and easy ease them. By keeping them selected, I have to select this option and then bring it here and make it like a curve, and now it will look more realistic. At first it will be fast and at the end it will be slow. If you still think that your image is not fitting well, you can go to the image and then go to the second keyframe that you have, the end keyframe that is here. You can make a little more of adjustment. Make sure that you are on that particular keyframe while making adjustment, because if you are at any other point and make new adjustment, a new keyframe will be created and that will spoil the animation. As you can see here, if I am making it somewhere around here, you will see that my image is going down, and if I want it to be here only but there should be a background, I can always create a new solid and create a new black background, and it will be a kind of background for me behind the image. Now you can see that this is looking more realistic, and similarly you will be able to create your own mockup. I will just share a link in the description with a very similar project from shareai.com, from where you can just download it and edit it. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. This is just a phone mockup. If you like to see more about phone mockup, laptop or desktop mockup, you can check this playlist that I am sharing on screen, where I have mentioned how you can download them and then edit the text and media, as well as you can export them. One thing that I forgot to mention is about the text. We have text folder as well. If I go here and enable it and then see in my final comp, you will be able to see that the phone mockup part, this text is visible there. So similarly you will have different text in your mockups. How you can change this is you can just go to the text option and then make changes with the text. If it is not visible, you can click on this option and the background will change. Suppose that I want to write your name, and that also in a different font. Once I have done it, I will go to the final comp. You can see the changes are made. Now if you don't want it, you can just go there and then disable it. So this is how you learn this, and if you like this content, please like the video, and if you would like to see more content, go through the playlist that I have created that was made for the beginners who want to learn how to edit this. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.